Sometimes I don't make decisions according to like whether the thing is right or wrong. I just I make my decisions sometimes. I make my decisions based on the facts, on what's in front of me. So, it has helped me a lot because what I do now is I judge less. I don't even have like critiques in me. I no longer like critique anything that I see in front of me. Not that I'm saying I accept everything that comes my way. There are some things that I say no to. There's a lot of things I say no to. Like every day I say no, but operating in a level of facing the facts and sometimes doing what is to other people considered to be wrong. Others they see it as a right thing. For me, I see it as a situation that's asking you, giving you the opportunity to be yourself. Whether it's a right or wrong thing, at the end, you gotta choose what you really want. You gotta choose yourself. So, with that being said, I'm actually trying to say, uh, I hardly defend myself when things about me pop up. But then again, I hardly put myself in situations where I have to defend myself. But there has been situations where I had to defend myself, and most times I don't. Like I know it's part of my uh, I don't know, should I call it a trauma response? It could be a trauma response. I don't know. But ever since as a kid, I have never been like, well, maybe it began. I'm discovering shit right now. But yeah, it began, of course, by when I was a kid and I was maybe in trouble and I knew that I'm in trouble and I got caught. And, as a kid, I always saw myself as like, when you get caught, just admit it, bruh. If you get caught, just admit that you got caught, and yes, you did whatever that you did. So as I grew up, it turned me into a guy that's hardly in environments where I know I'm not like uh needed, and it has pushed me away from situations that are awkward, like awkward situations where you have to defend yourself, and in your head, while you're defending yourself, you're asking yourself, why did I even come to this place? I've been, like I said, I've been in those positions, and most times I had nothing to say. And sometimes it's not a good thing to like not defend yourself and shit like that. But then I don't know the science behind it. Like I just discovered that life is a science and everything has its own like root and where it all comes from and why you do such things, like the psychological side of it, and like all those science aspects that come with life. But then I don't even have like a validation for this. I don't even have something that says I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing. But all I know is that I'm happy with my decisions and with who I am. And I think that's what matters most. I hardly defend myself. I hardly even think of those situations. And when I think of them, I just come to the conclusion that I'm going to let it be. If people assume that I am this, then I let them be. For a while, I think till today, some people just believe that I do drugs, isn't like illegal drugs, like cocaine or maybe crystal meth. And I understand why they say that. Sometimes my energy can be just off the hook, and sometimes my creative energies or levels, sometimes they be shooting out of the house. Sometimes I get super creative, but for me, I think that's, I know where it comes from, all that, but it's not drugs. I sort of have maybe like not maybe, but I do have it like an ADHD, and sometimes I know how to work with it, and sometimes I don't think I do know how to work with it. I just let it be. Sometimes if I'm doing 10 things, I let myself do that and burn myself out. Like a little kid, sometimes I just let myself be. I'm not trying to be like too restrictive on like holding on to like the facts of the concept that if you have this, you gotta do this so that nah. Sometimes I just let it be. But then one thing that I've learned about myself, maybe a bit boastful and prideful about it, but I hardly defend myself, man. Whatever you say about me, man, just and I don't even wish you that. I don't even have that energy of whatever that you say about me. One day you will, nah. And I don't have that thing of like one day the words will come back and haunt you and shit. Whatever you said, you said. It's okay. Let's move on with life. I just most of the times when I hear people talk bad things about me, I just wish for them to not be mad at themselves when they discover that they are wrong or that I don't give a fuck. Maybe they might be right, but sometimes people don't just want to be right. They want you to care. They want you to care that whatever that you're doing doesn't suit them. Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't suit them. So, like, why the fuck are you not like participating in this whole thing and try to fix yourself up? But see, sometimes you can't fix yourself for a human being unless it's you. Unless it's a man in the mirror. The only time I decide that I want to fix myself, most of the time, actually all the time, whenever I decide that, you know what, I want to change this, I do it because I want to do it. I don't mostly do things because um I got an advice from someone that on Monday I should do this and change my mind. And you know um this is just a thought that just went by as I'm looking at myself. These days I've been looking at myself, I've been looking on the inside instead of the outside. And I'm thankful for that because it's these videos. I was challenged to do these videos, but I wanted to do them differently. I didn't want to do like the video of like that mentions they, them, they, he, she. I wanted to make it something that's sort of like a diary wise, my bad, where I just talk about myself and how I see myself when I look at myself without any validation from the people outside. Because lately the world has become a little bit too opinionated. Yeah, everybody got opinions now. Everybody still had opinions, but everybody now feel like they got a voice to speak out whatever they got in mind. So now for me it's matter of I just remembered this quote that I saw. This guy once, he had a question. It's a quote, but it was a question like, would you rather be right or happy? And it gave me so much reflection time to sit back and look at most of my decisions. And I don't want to lie to you, most of my, not most, but there's some decisions that I've made and they are backfiring. They have backfired. um Not now. I don't feel like they are backfiring me at the moment because I've learned what I needed to learn. But they have left me with an aha moment that, what, most times I choose to be happy. So yeah, man. Most times, don't defend yourself. Don't defend yourself. Learn to handle things in a private uh manner, in a private place. And with that being said, I'm out, guys.
Yuki, no man hele gastar suffer if. No man hele you got it all together. Mare bashi bile haba boni nix. Shapa looking carry haki it's in nix. No man hele you do it all big now. No man hele you gotta go big. Mare bashi bile haba boni nix. Shapa looking carry haki it's in nix.
Ababonenix, Hagayetenix. big now.